These were the craziest,
throws for the end zone, a one-handed grab!
most athletic plays from the NFL in 2025, starting with JSN showing everyone why he won Offensive Player of the Year.
Donald roll, looking, throwing, did he keep it in bounds? He did!
And I had zero clue that Brock Purdy was moving like this.
It's a boot, Purdy pulling back, stepping forward, throwing on the run, touchdown! What a play, Purdy!
DK Metcalf looked like a grown man playing amongst kids on this one.
On third down, got it to DK Metcalf, and fighting his way for the touchdown.
It's crazy that seemingly every week, Devontae Smith has a new unhuman-like grab.
40, Hurts loading up, going deep. Devontae Smith comes back and gets it.
And there was absolutely nothing that was stopping Baker Mayfield on this 3rd and long.
But he's not going to have a chance. Oh, yes, he is. He fights through the sack. Looking for first down yard. Oh, my goodness, he's done it again.
But this receiver became a human highlight reel in just his rookie season. Isaac Tesla didn't have a lot of catches, but the ones he did have were pretty amazing, starting with his first ever reception and touchdown.
Here they bring it. They go to the end zone. Wow. Was that caught? That's caught.
This kid was also surviving some of the hardest hits in the league and was still coming down with the ball.
Lions go to the end zone and caught. What a catch.
And on top of all of that, he can absolutely moss DBs.
Looks. Goff throws. It is caught. Touchdown.
But there are still 15 more plays from this season that are some of the most freak of nature stuff you've ever seen. Like Brock Bowers snatching this ball an inch off the turf.
2nd and goal, blitz coming. Gino gets rid of it. Incomplete. Oh, wait a minute. Bowers caught it. You gotta be kidding me.
And I think you already know the comparisons this TD got from Bo Nix.
Big targets to the left. Nix looking that way, not open, trying to take off. Got it away for the touchdown.
Crazily enough, that wasn't even the best touchdown from that game.
Mariota to the back. Oh, he caught it. Burks.
Not only was this stop on a dime nasty from Ladd McConkey, but it also helped set up the game-winning field goal.
Pressure coming again. Herbert in trouble. Herbert keeps it alive. Completes it to McConkey, who stops on a dime. There he goes. McConkey inside the 20.
And I know this is the Raiders defense, but how in the world did he avoid every single tackle?
Chris Moore in motion, straight ahead run, and tough yard still on his feet. Jeremy McNichols. I don't think they're going to get him, and he is in for the Washington touchdown.
But there are still 10 more plays on this list that most NFL players can only dream about doing. They required insane athleticism, intense skill, and were the highlights of the season, like the longest pick six of 2025.
On 2nd down, picked off. Lloyd again. Devin Lloyd down the sideline. One man to beat. Lloyd, pick six.
Not only did he take it 99 yards to the house, but off of Patrick Mahomes of all QBs is also pretty crazy. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how Michael Pittman Jr. was able to pull off this TD.
Jones looking deep down the field, and it is caught by Pittman.
I mean, did he catch that with his bicep and his elbow? I don't think there is ever going to be another grab like that ever again. It's also baffling to me that the Patriots didn't use Travion Henderson more this season, especially after this play.
These are the types of drives that they can show everyone.
Henderson bounces away, and Henderson is off to the races. Does he have another one in him? They sprung it. He does.
I mean, he went from standing flat-footed with the entire defense in front of him to getting in the end zone. Not many other running backs are doing that. Meanwhile, it looked like Jaylen Warren was playing pinball with the Seahawks defense.
Sidestepping some early pressure, then a throw on the move to Jaylen Warren, who breaks into Seattle territory, breaks tackles, weaves his way inside the 20, inside the 10.
I mean, if you were to show me this play and then also tell me that the same defense would go on to win the Super Bowl, I'd think you were crazy. But do you know how insane of an athlete you have to be to pull off this trifecta?
Blocked. And that was big Jared Verse. He's gone. He waved to the Falcons bench on his way for the touchdown.
Not only did he make an insane play, but he was also able to throw up the deuces to the Falcons while on the 50-yard line. Wildly enough, that wasn't even the most athletic play from a Rams player this year, because Puka Nacua pulled off this.
Stafford floats it. Nakua's the target! Puka Nacua!
Yeah, there's a reason why this kid has already became one of the best wide receivers in the league in just his 3rd season. This next player made one of the most ludicrous plays ever en route to one of the best single-game performances ever. In the Week 3 game between the Bengals and the Vikings, Isaiah Rodgers would straight up dominate. Not only was he locking down Jamar Chase, but he was making some insane plays for Minnesota. And after already having a pick 6 on the day, he went on to do this.
Bengals can make things interesting. Plus, they get the 3rd quarter kick. It's Fant. Lost the football. It's Rodgers again, off and running. Oh my goodness. He runs it back for a 2nd touchdown today.
Rodgers' lockdown coverage, nose for the ball, and playmaking abilities earned him the first ever 99.9 PFF grade in history. An insane play to wrap up a truly insane game for Rodgers. The next 2 plays, though, both came from the same player, both in the playoffs, and both in clutch moments. On wildcard weekend, the Bears looked like they were cooked against the Packers. Down 11 points with 8 minutes left in the game, it seemed like Green Bay was going to move on to the divisional round. But that's when Caleb Williams turned it on to a whole new level. On 4th down and 8, inside his own territory, and the game on the line, Williams delivered one of the craziest throws from this season.
Into the Green Bay 49, Williams chased, throws, and it's caught at the 30-yard line.
That dot would keep the Bears' drive and dreams alive. Chicago would go on to score 2 touchdowns with less than 5 minutes remaining and take down their division rivals to move on to the next round. And in that next game, Caleb Williams found himself in an even bigger predicament. The Bears are down by 7. There are just 24 seconds left, and it's 4th down. Chicago and Caleb Williams knew that if they wanted to make it to the NFC Championship game, then they would need to pull off the play of the year right here, and that's when the Iceman delivered.
Williams drifting, sprinting for space, in all kinds of trouble, put it up for grabs in the end zone. He got it for the touchdown!
3 defenders bearing down on him, backed up to the 40-yard line, fading away, and he is able to deliver that throw for a touchdown? This pass literally had NFL Twitter in a complete meltdown. And while the Bears still went on to lose that game, this throw from Caleb Williams is going to be shown everywhere for the next 10 years. But without a doubt, the most athletic play from the NFL this season came when this 350-pound monster looked like an Olympic-level athlete, because with the Rams about to kick a game-winning field goal, Jordan Davis and the Eagles special teams unit put them to rest quickly.
Joshua Carty has it blocked again! This time Jordan Davis, the big man, looks for the icing on one big catch.